Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
How'd you get that name?
Oh, man, one of my homies threw that at me, man. I was a young dude. I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was, but one of my older homies just was making a joke about my grind and just was, cracking jokes and threw that out there. And I ain't have a rap name, so I grabbed it.
That's what's up. All right.
I like the hustle part.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I Hustle is your website.
Yes, sir.
And that's your grind, too.
100%.
Absolutely. Before you came here today, I was just mentioning to you that I was listening to you doing some other promo, and that was from since last week. So you've been on a serious promo run.
Yeah, man. We've been since like February 12th, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, what I mean?
So how it's been?
It's been cool, man. It's just dope to hit all the cities and just see how much support we got. You know what I mean? All the people that you don't get to touch. You see them online, but you don't really know where they at till you put your feet on the ground in their city and see them and feel them.
Factual facts.
Yeah.
You're from L.A.?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
That's what's up. Which part?
The Crenshaw District, West Side, South Central.
Okay, the stuff we see on TV.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Where Boys in the Hood was filmed in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crenshaw Boulevard. The whole culture of car cruising down Crenshaw, that was our backyard,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
L.A. has a wave right now.
We do.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? We definitely got a wave,
And you're a part of that wave.
Definitely.
I'm sure you have knowledge of or have experienced the previous wave LA had.
Yeah, we grew up on it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how does it feel to have your place in this wave?
Man, it's dope. Just having the city behind us. And one thing that's unique about, my place I hold is that it was a lot of stages and levels. Like we came from selling mixtapes out the trunk on Crenshaw and Slauson for real.
Wow.
And so the support, is different because a lot of people been down with me since that era, and they feel like it's a win for them too. Like they played a role in it because they bought the CD or we dropped off mixtapes at liquor stores and did consignment, in the hood. And it was just a lot of stages. We stapled our own posters up. So it's a unique embrace we get from LA.
That's dope. Being from there, some of your influences early.
Death Row Records, for real. You know what I mean? Death Row. That was like Motown, I guess, if you was in Detroit, growing up in Detroit, like knowing these people came from this neighborhood and they on the radio and they on tour and this studio's right here down the street and this executive is from right here too. That's how Death Row was. Like Suge was from Compton, Snoop was from Long Beach. Daz and them was from Long Beach. Corrupt was from, the South Central area. It was like Tupac was filming videos on Crenshaw. You know what I mean? Like it was hometown pride, so just Death Row Records.
The title of your album,
Victory Lap.
Victory Lap. Yeah. What does that mean to you?
It just mean I don't mean it in a way like we done and we celebrating being done. I just look at it as when you young and you looking at the game, I guess for you, radio or media, and then you make a checklist of what you want to do. As from the outside looking in perspective.
Like your bucket list.
Yeah, from just before you had contact with it. And so at this moment, getting ready to drop my first album, doing it through a partnership with my label on Atlantic Records, it just was the last thing on my list.
Wow.
I got a new list, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just looking at it from a young kid trying to have ambition and wiggle out of my situation, dropping the album was the last thing on that list. So I was like, I'm gonna call it Victory Lap. And also I got a mixtape series called The Marathon, and I've been branding a lot of my companies and moves around the marathon metaphor for just staying down and being consistent in life,
So it kind of makes sense. It comes together.
Yeah, 100%.
That's dope. You got some bangers on there.
I like to hope so.
Yeah.
It's a couple on there.
The one with YG.
Last time that I checked.
Yeah. Last time that
Yeah.
That one really sticks with me.
That's what's up. Yeah, that was have you seen the video? We got a video for that.
I have not seen the video, but I've heard the song many times.
Yeah. When you get a second, check the video out. I think it bring the record to life too.
I like those kind of songs because it's like, if a person doesn't know you,
right?
It's a neat song of saying, hey, this is what I know, this is what's up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a fact check for me.
Right. So that's what I appreciated from it and with you.
Yeah, no question.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It was fun?
Yeah.
Doing songs like that?
Yeah. I mean, that one in particular is like a high energy celebratory type record, with me talking my shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was fun. Me and YG, we always got a good vibe in the studio. And then the video was crazy too. We had a good time shooting that video.
How important was it for you to do music with your fellow LA rappers?
You know what's crazy? My original concept for Victory Lap was to have no rap features.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wanted to have like, you know, R&B artists on hooks and, you know, songwriters on certain hooks and just help with the structuring of the songs. But on far as verses, rap verses, my plan was to have no rap features. But the way it panned out, I got Dom Kennedy, he from LA. I got Kendrick Lamar, he from Compton.
You got a joint with him, yeah?
Yeah, called Dedication. And then I got YG, he from Compton. So when I thought about it, I'm like, well, it's gonna belong to the coast in terms of, you know, the rap contribution.
Yeah.
It'll just be a representation of West Coast, the West Coast perspective as far as rapping. Now,
and who's gonna turn down YG and Kendrick Lamar on the feature on the album?
Yeah, nah, you know, for sure. Definitely.
That was love.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, your original concept is not bad either.
Right.
I love the fact that, okay, if I'm gonna do features,
right,
I'm gonna do it from the crib.
And it wasn't even intentional. It's just that when we heard last time I checked, we like YG would kill that. And then Dedication, my producer sent that to Kendrick without me knowing, and he killed it. You know, I had a different record in mind for Kendrick, but they was like, this the one, and they sent it to him behind my back without me knowing, and he killed it. And then for Double Up with Dom Kennedy and Belly, me and Dom got a long history of doing collabs together. You know what I mean? And spent a lot of time in the studio, so I just heard that record and I'm like, man, you know, this sound like something bro will go crazy on. But it wasn't until I look back like, dang, the only 3 rappers on there is actually from LA that it came full circle. Like, wow, that's kind of saying something. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Nipsey Hussle in the building right now. Anybody ask you if you ever related to Snoop because y'all look so similar?
Early on, you know what I'm saying? They asked that, but I think if you just follow my interviews, I said no 1,000,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Talking about Snoop, does he have any influence? Do you guys vibe?
Yeah, that's my homeboy. Snoop a legend, man. And he just a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? And he come from what I come from, as far as just, you know, gang culture, transitioning into becoming a successful artist to being on Martha Stewart. You know what I'm saying? That's not a easy thing to do, but he's remained authentic through all the levels, from fighting a murder to being on, you know, a commercial daytime TV show with Martha Stewart. Right. So yeah, man, you know, and just I respect Snoop on other levels in music, just because I know what he been through, I know what he come from, and you know, I got a lot of respect and love for Snoop.
Talking about that, because you made a mention, how is it that transition from street level stuff to corporate?
It's no manual for that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do a lot of like self-evaluation, and you gotta do a lot of hard decision making. You know, but you gotta. I think that if you committed to progress and you committed to success, that you're gonna figure it out based on survival and necessity. But it's not that many examples. You could watch Jay-Z, you could watch Snoop Dogg, you could watch Birdman, Master P. You know what I'm saying? Few individuals really came from having their feet on the pavement and transition onto the level. Jeezy, T.I. You know, it's examples, but not to cut you short.
No, you good.
You know, it's tricky, man, because it's a lot of mental reprogramming you got to do more than anything, more than removing yourself from an environment. You have to mentally reprogram yourself for success. A
different type of an aggression, because you should still have your aggressiveness,
100%,
but
in a different way.
Right.
Yeah, apply. And that's the thing, that a lot of the energy that you bring from out of the streets is very valuable in a business space, but it just has to be redirected and kind of like defined, the parameters a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Then take that dynamics, right, of dealing with corporate and then dealing back with now maybe other rappers and producers and different people who are kind of like, you know.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Right.
I mean, one thing I learned is that, you know, you deal with people as people first. You deal with a man as a man, a woman as a woman, regardless what their persona is and what their titles are. It's like code of humans, you know what I'm saying? You honest, you be respectful with everybody. You give what you want from people. And when people go against what your standards are, you're not a hypocrite to address it.
Right.
But if you disrespectful or you untruthful, and people lie to you or disrespect you, you be a hypocrite to address it or to push back and say, homie, don't treat me like that because you're not giving that. So I think it's just about dealing with people on a fundamental human level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to give the respect. I don't care if you a street dude with 100 murders or you some, Ivy League, Princeton graduate. I'm going to respect you as a man or a woman off rip. I'm going to give you 100% respect.
Until I don't.
Yeah, until I don't. And I'm going to give you 100% disrespect.
Right.
I'm not going to do the middle, halfway, subliminal, little bit. Nah,
Gotcha.
It's one or the other.
Gotcha.
And I think that people recognize that when you move with respect and you move with, integrity. And I think they meet you on your level, in my experience.
It's so good to get to know you, brother.
Yeah.
And your music is dope. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Victory Lap.
Out now, stream it, download it, go grab it. Yeah,
man. Support the flex.
Yes, sir.
I'm so happy where hip hop is now too, in the sense that you coming from LA, you're here in Florida,
right?
And it's all love.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I never understood. I mean, I get it, but it's systematic. But when we divide ourselves,
I agree.
You know what I mean? It's like
it weakens us.
It weakens us.
I was talking to Clue last night. We was in the club and we just talking about LA and New York, and I never understood. I've been traveling since I was 16, going to Atlanta hustling, and you was always stronger by having respect in different cities and having genuine relationships in different cities, and it always feel good to get that back when somebody come to LA. So I never understood you know what I'm saying? That never made sense to me as a hustler.
Yeah.
And just as a human, that you only got one home and the world is a big place. So, I believe in just relationships, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. And, a lot of that stuff is by design, but
100%.
Yeah.
You're right. 100%.
As we grow,
divide and conquer.
Yeah. So I'm very happy for you, brother. Victory Lap, like you said, out in stores, available on all platforms right now. Support it.
Yes, sir.
Crazy joint, one of my favorites with YG.
Last time I checked. Yeah.
And you got the joint with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Dedication.
That's huge as well.
Thank you, bro.
And a lot of other bangers on that album.
Yeah, man, get into it, man. You know what I mean? It's a dynamic album. It got a lot of levels and layers and textures on there. It's like a real album. It's not a collection of just singles. It's a real album that tell a lot of my life stories.
All right, that marathon.
Yeah, that part.
How can people connect with you, brother?
Everything Nipsey Hussle. Twitter, IG, Snapchat, Facebook, and then my website, ihustle.com. But it's easy. Just if you Google Nipsey Hussle, you get all the info.
That's what's up, man. Keep up the great works, and it's a pleasure to have this opportunity with you,
Hey,
brother.
man, thank you for having me, bro.
All right.
Love and respect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.